Hi there, Roger Connect, President, Universal Accounting Center. Right now, what I'd like to do is just kind of go over this slide that actually represents a number of things related to the SBA loans that are becoming available throughout all the states. One of the things that's quite critical here is that as the government tries to provide assistance to the business community, to the economy, it's going to be making this and other tax reliefs available. And we need to understand as business owners how we can best utilize these to run our businesses and kind of relaunch when it comes time to pull that trigger or flip that switch and get back to work. So one of the things that I just want to illustrate here are, first of all, what makes up currently what's available, and it's essentially this list here. It's up to $2 million in a business loan that you're able to tap into. You don't need all of it, you don't have to take it all, but it's up to $2 million that you're able to get a loan from the SBA for. The loan itself is in fact a loan, and it's at a 3.75 interest rate. One of the things that I want to stress with that is the fact that, again, it is a loan. It is not a grant, it's not a handout. They're expecting this to be paid back. However, the nice thing is it can be long-term in the sense that it could be as many as 30 years that you could extend the payments on this. So they are trying to be generous in the fact that they're not saying, here's the money, by the way, we need it back in 6 months. So that's something that's fortunate. But the question business owners need to face is, okay, then how much of that $2 million do I need? And more importantly, should I really take it? Should I go into debt for this business that I own and operate? Well, the best thing that you need to understand is, as accounting professionals, you can help quickly assess that. And by doing the following, I think you can actually service them as business owners. This is all of your clients. It's all the business owners. Reach out to them, communicate with them, and let them know these items here. The first being, you actually need to do a consultative discussion with them and determine, is this what they ought to be doing? Are there other lines of defense that they can be using before having to tap into this? How soon should they apply for this? And if they are going to do it immediately. And it's that consultation that I think is so critical. Now, regarding the consultation, one of the things I want to emphasize is you can do some very quick triage or assessment moments here with the business owner. First of all, were they or were they not profitable year-end 2019? This was just a few months ago. Were they in fact profitable? If not, okay, that puts up a red flag. Second, were they profitable before this whole thing started? Profitable in January, February? If not, there's a red flag. Regarding the business itself, as a seasonality kind of thing, is this when we restart the business, is this when their business is able to be viable? If you're a seasonal business and all of your success comes in the fourth quarter, let's say, of the year, well, then we don't want to be taking the funds and trying to restart everything in June, okay? You may want to actually take the funds, but sit on them a little bit longer to restart your business and come back in, say, September, October. That's something that you need to be assessing as a business owner. Now, if after that assessment, it's yes, we were profitable last year. Yes, we were profitable going into the economic shutdown. Yes, I run a viable business throughout the year, and when I can turn the switch, I can get this back up and running because of past history, last year, previous years. My trends are that in, say, second quarter, third quarter, I am actually able to do business and be successful. Then let's leverage this opportunity to get these funds to kickstart the business. It's like having a patient on the table. You're the business first responder, and you got to get those paddles out and you got to shock it. There's going to be a time of, okay, clear, boom, we're going to pop this thing and let's make it happen. And one of the things that we need to do is time that exactly right. Well, with the timing, you've got to make sure that you've got a few things in order to apply for this loan. Obviously, that's where they come to you. Not as just the consultation that you need to be offering to assess whether or not they should tap into this, but there are other things such as, do they have their finances or their financials taken care of, current P&L, their last year's tax return, probably 17, 18, 16, you might have to do those as well. But the point is if you've got the tax returns, you've got the balance sheet, you've got the income statement, all current and up to date, then you've got the resources you need to apply for the loan. And as you apply for the loan, it then becomes a question of how much. Now, this is just a litmus test. I don't want to suggest that this is exactly the same for every business, but short order is essentially, what are the fixed costs needed to run the business, and how many months do you feel you're going to need those for? Do you need 6 months worth, 12 months worth, 9 months? You need to help them assess what is the right amount. Don't want too little and don't want too much. but you want it just right. So using that Goldilocks approach, what we need to do is assess what are the actual needs of the company, and doing that effectively is with you. You're the key to this whole thing. You're the business first responder. Get out there, talk to the business owners, and let them know what's going to be needed for them to apply for this, and help them understand that it's just not, let me go get the money and run. You've got to do some calculations as to figuring out how much you're asking for and have everything in order so that you can in fact apply. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or even suggestions, please put them in the comments below. The whole idea here is helping one another so that we can actually go out there as business first responders and make a difference. Remember this, accounting success is universal. Take care.